Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today. What I'm showing you here is my old security card from when I worked at Sega Europe as a video game tester. It's the job that every 14-year-old boy dreams about, but once you do it for a little while, you realize how really not fun it is. This is back the year 2000, 2001, when I lived in London, England. Now, the reason that I'm showing you this is because what I was doing today reminded me very much of playing a video game. I felt very separate from the actual act of shooting the gun, so the results kind of will show. Now you'll see in the video this target being shot. First of all, my EDC for today, Kershaw Cryo, love it. This was my first group here, and as you can see, it was a bit all over the place. Then of course I shot, I forget which one I shot first, this one or this one, I think this one. And then I started dialing in my sight, and then I changed back to the ammo that my gun prefers, and I was starting to get better strikes. But basically what I wanted to do is just let you guys know that this is kind of a test for me. I want to know if you guys like this kind of video. I just got this set up. This is the German rig that I was talking about, that I will be talking about in the video. It's from Seben.com. I learned about this rig from Edgun USA. I'll annotate him or put him in the comments below. If you haven't seen his channel, which I can't imagine why you wouldn't, but if for some reason you haven't seen his channel, go check him out. It's amazing stuff. He does air gun hunting, and it's all done point of view, and he usually has a couple of cameras set up. Very nice work. Anyways, the way I was shooting today was with this. This is where the scope goes. Your eyepiece for your scope gets clamped in here. Your video camera goes in here. You can adjust how far up or down and side to side and side to side here, so that you can generally line your video camera up with your scope. You can also adjust somewhat for eye relief, although it depends how your camera is set up. It's really much more difficult than it looks, guys. When I originally saw Edgun USA's videos, I thought that would be really cool to do, and I'd really like to give it a try. And he was kind enough to give a list of his equipment, this being the really important piece. So I decided to give it a try, but very quickly found out that it's much harder than it actually looks. There's so many variables in using this kind of a setup that it's very difficult to shoot, including stuff like my viewfinder size is very small, very tough to pick up the crosshairs on the view screen for your video camera, and the ergonomics, just not being able to put your shoulder into the stock properly, and suffice it to say that it's much tougher than it looks. Anyways, today's was my first attempt at it. I'm sure I can get better in the future. Upon editing, I just don't know how to do picture-in-picture, which was my original idea. Put a picture of the targets getting hit, as on top of the crosshair view, but I just can't figure it out. If anybody can give me any advice on how to do picture-in-picture properly and easily, I'm not that great with computers, so if anybody can give me any advice, I'd certainly appreciate it. So yeah, basically what this was this was the target I shot, and I just wanted to know if you guys would be interested in this kind of video. I'm thinking about doing some gopher hunting. They're called Richardson ground squirrels. They're a varmint around where I live, and they're a big problem for local cattle farmers. So I normally go out and shoot varmints. And I was thinking about doing a gopher shooting video, even though there is a potential for really annoying the PETA type folks. If there's enough interest in it, I'll certainly do it. But I'd certainly like to hear from you guys. So keep in mind again, guys, this is my first attempt, and you know, I'm still learning, but I would certainly like to hear your opinions on this type of video. I know it's a little bit long, and you know, I'm sighting in my rifle, and it's not all that interesting at times. But please take a peek. Let me know what you think, and give me some feedback as to whether you like it or not. Even if it's just a like or dislike, that will help. All right, guys, here we go. Hi, guys, and welcome to the range. As you can see here, sorry for the shaky, but as you can see here, that's my my little dueling tree kind of thing set up. Sorry, it's at 100. I'm also going to be shooting at standard Dirty Bird splatter target, just to be able to see the holes, because I'm actually trying something out. I'm a big fan of Edgun USA's channel. If you haven't already checked him out, the link is right down there, or actually down there. Check him out. He's does awesome stuff. Now, he gave me a great idea for my setup, which is right here. This is my first time going with this. Ruger 1022 Target stainless, so it's got the really nice hammered barrel, right? It's pretty darn accurate out to 100 for sure. I'm running a, you know, kind of mid-range Bushnell 3-9 mil-dot scope, and this is the fancy bit. This is I forget the name of it. It's a German company makes these things. I'll annotate it down below. It's basically designed to mount a camera system to telescopes, and Edgun's fantastic idea was to, you know, adapt it to your rifle scope. So I'm going to give it a go today at the range. I thought I could make for some very nice video. Let's see if I show you what I'm going to be looking at. Is what you're going to be seeing on the other screen, probably. So it's going to be a little bit interesting aiming that way, not actually looking down the scope. But that's how we're going to do it. As my mags, these are the Steel Lips, Butler Creeks, 25 rounders, the loader. If you don't already have this and you have Butler Creek mags, pick that up. The two different rounds that we're going to be using today, they're both a 36 grain, and they're both a hollow point. Let's see here. There you go. This is the Federal value pack. And this is the Remington game load. I'm starting off with these game loads. They're I think they're rated at what, 1280 feet per second, and the Federals are at 1260. These ones just look like a little bit nicer to me, so we're going to see how they perform, and we'll get right to it. Got my tripod set up here, so we'll just see what we can do here. Okay guys, I've got my earphones on, so you have to forgive me if I'm not talking at the right volume here. What we're going to do here is zoom in on our target at 50. It's also a bit awkward because it's really difficult to get my my stock into my shoulder. I can't really do that, so I'm just kind of letting it sit on these sandbags here. And the I don't know how yours is, but your view, but my view in my display here isn't as high definition as I'd like it, so it's kind of difficult to see what's bang on. So let's just sight her in to begin with. I'm fully loaded with the Remington 22 game loads. And I am running a dirty rifle, so I might get a few misfires here as well. Just like that. And that appears to be it. I wasn't keeping count, but that must have been 24 rounds, as I did have that one failure. Looks like I'm okay-ish. Let's go down and check out the damage on the other camera. Okay guys, we're just going to go down and check out the damage. Oh, before I do so, let's just for all the safety Nazis out there, action's open, magazine's out. It's actually quite a nice little range here, Saskatoon Wildlife Fed. This is the small bore range, where only 22s and pistols are allowed. So if you come out here on a weekday, it's nice and deserted, just like I like it. Okay, ooh, didn't do nearly as good as I was hoping. Normally my rifle's quite a bit better than that. Still, I mean, for 24 rounds, you know, just over 2 inches, I'd say. Each one of these squares is an inch. It's definitely not shooting the way it should, but it is very dirty, and I am aiming through something I can't really see properly on, so maybe the video, once I get it checked out, will shed some light onto that. And yeah, normally I can get most of them inside of an inch at 50 for sure, depending on the wind and all that. As you can see, it is a little bit windy today. It is a tailwind, but it is what it is. So, makes me wonder how easy it's going to be to connect at 100, which, we'll check it out again here. The dueling tree. Okay. All right, let's try some 100. Okay, guys. I'm going to try to film with both cameras and see if I can do something with editing. I'm really not good at the whole editing thing, so I don't know if I'm going to for sure. So I guess if you're seeing this in 2 screens or inset, and I figured it out, and if not, I didn't figure it out. So here we are at 100, and man, I wish I could show you my viewfinder, because it's I can hardly see it at all. So I can't even really make out the dots on my reticle. So I'm just going to take a guess at it. On the high side, hey? Just got a little bit frustrating there, guys. Okay, everyone. Now we're going to be shooting some of those Federal bulk pack. And let's see how they group. It is really difficult to see, even at 50 through this. I can certainly tell that I'm getting a lot more flyers. And there we are. Let's go take a look. Okay guys, I did a little bit of fiddling with the camera and adjusting the exposure and playing around with my my settings, and I've come up with this. Seems to be the best that I can do. I can see my my dots a lot better, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, now I did adjust the scope, so we're going to see if it's shooting a little bit closer. This time we're shooting with Federal again, so we'll keep the Federal shots on the right side of the target. She's getting pretty dirty. You know what? I'm just going to tweak that just a bit. At 50, we're hitting
let's just move it over a 1/2 inch, so that would be, move it to the right. So that is 4 clicks at 50, which should be a 1/2 inch. Let's move it a little bit more, 2 more clicks. There you have it. Okay guys, I've got 3 more magazines loaded up with the 22 game loads. I think I'm getting close to getting my scope dialed in. So let's see where we're at. Getting some flyers, but now that I've got my crosshair back, it is a little bit easier. You can definitely tell that the barrel's dirty. It should still be doing much better than this. All right, so we're just going to change mags here. And let's see what we can do back to the long range. It's hard to see where my impacts are too. There we go. Come on. There we go. And reset. Whoa! Maybe I'm still shooting a little to the left. It's tough to see through my viewfinder here. Let's bring it over just a bit. Yeah, that could be it. Yep. There's your problem. Lovely. Now, let's see if we can punch out that last, where are we here? That last dot before my battery dies. Yeah. Let me just adjust here. Bring it over a bit. Try this on for size. Oh. I'm still going to adjust back just 2 clicks, maybe 1 click. There we go. It sure is fun tapping bullseyes. And there you have it, guys.